Hey guys, Mike here. Today I'm going to talk about, which I haven't done a video like this in a while, I'm going to talk about my opinion on the minimum wage debate. Now, it's really tough here on both sides. It's bad on the workers, it's bad on the corporations. Now, first off, I want to start by saying, I actually just did a video about this, but there's one crucial thing that I forgot to mention, that's why I deleted it. So this is the second take of this video. I forgot to mention about families. Before I go into anything, I understand that a lot of people have families and maybe they're not educated enough to get better jobs and this is all they can do, or they're in a tight situation, or whatever the case may be. There are people who work fast food who have families and kids. That is a very tough situation. When it comes to that, I personally believe you do deserve $15 an hour because you need that money to help your family, pay for child support, pay for food, whatever. Let's get that out of the way. Now, where I don't think you deserve $15 an hour, because I partially don't, is for the ones who don't have families, for the ones who are just your average kid, average teenager, you know. I'm not saying this is all of you, but I'm saying a good majority. You know, I live here in New York City, the McDonald's here, believe me, you get shit with no smile. They forget your order, they give you attitudes. I understand people come in and out, they give them attitudes and vice versa. But for $15 an hour, are you going to change that? Are you going to live up to the service that's expected of you for $15 an hour? I don't believe so. It's just giving them more money and, you know, they're going to absorb it like a sponge, take advantage of it, and they're still going to give you shitty service. I personally feel, and I really don't go to McDonald's, I'll only go to McDonald's if it's 2 a.m. in the morning and there's nothing else open, I'm hungry. That's the only time I go. But if you're going to get $15 an hour and you don't have a family and you're by yourself, well, I would expect the service to be greatly raised. Shit, for $15 an hour, you might as well deliver. I mean, it's that simple. You know, a couple other people talk to me about this at work, some of my co-workers where I work. I'm a handyman in a building, and they also agree with me that, you know, if these people are going to have their minimum wage bumped up, well, the service needs to be bumped up. Your personal service needs to be better for $15 an hour. I don't expect attitudes, I don't expect, you know, I understand it's tough, you're in a very public place, you deal with so many different types of people, and you know, this is where one of the other conflicting things is. Maybe on the big corporate company sides, they feel that same way, besides being greedy. But now that you've had protests, and you've pushed it and pushed it and pushed it, I just read on the news now, Wendy's is going with self-service automated systems to where you walk up and you have your order, and they just cook it up in the back, so now you cut out the cashiers, and someone just brings the food up. Or maybe there's a little conveyor that brings food around. So now just cut all those jobs. So Wendy's is saying, hey, fuck you guys, we're not giving you the raise, we're going to cut those jobs and save ourselves money, therefore, fucking you, the little guy, even more, and rubbing it in your face that, we're not giving you $15 an hour, shut the fuck up, get out of here. That's what they're saying. And they're going to cut the jobs, go to self-automation, and then you just really fucked yourself. Now that's terrible, because when you're cutting jobs, you're cutting low-entry jobs, you know, there's some people who need those jobs in tight situations, you know, there's so many different scenarios and so many things, but of course, they're big, greedy corporate companies. What do you expect? It's like a bunch of ants telling me they want a loaf of bread when I'm throwing them crumbs. You think I care? I could just step on them. That's what a corporate company, I would say, is like. Of course, pretty sure there's someone who will correct me, but it's just how I feel about them, is they don't need to give the ants a loaf of bread. They can give you crumbs all they want, and they're so much bigger than you, there's nothing you can do, unless you're all gonna do something crazy. But this is a very tough situation. I don't see this going anywhere. Maybe if there's an agreement for $10 an hour, I can see that as a possibility. But once you really start getting into this issue and this matter, you gotta understand how these people think. You know, in your head it's, give me my $15 an hour, I need this, blah, 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 blah. But in their head, and their mindset will never change. You have to accept that for what it is, They're extremely wealthy people. Their mindset is locked in. It's not going to change no matter what. They think, why should we do that? We can save ourselves money. There's so many other scenarios with economy and everything. I'm not getting into that, but I'm just trying to put it simply on the table for you. I wouldn't call this a rant video. This is just my opinion, my views on this whole minimum wage debate. I think you need to come to an agreement. It can't be too high, of course. $15 is pushing it. I think it'd have to be $10. I think that's all you're going to get. I have a bad feeling if you keep pushing McDonald's and Burger King, they're going to do the same thing Wendy's is doing, and they're going to go with self-automation, and that's going to hurt the job economy even more. And it's going to just hurt jobs. You know, again, the jobs are going to start being taken away. You know, and where are the people to go? What are we to do? You need jobs. You got to have jobs on the table. But you know, you got to think of, maybe you think of a corporate company like a big lion, and you keep begging it and poking it with a stick, and then you start kicking it and saying, I want my goddamn $15 an hour. It's going to get mad. And when it gets mad, it's going to say, hey, fuck you, I'm taking those jobs away now. I'm just saying it's how it is, unfortunately. And it's just a really tough situation. But this is just my views on it. I'm not on either or side, because there are cons and pros for both sides. So again, in this world, I'm a very neutral person. I'm definitely not for Democrats or Republicans. I'm an independent, so again, that just shows that I'm a neutral person. I try to stay as neutral as I can, because I do not whatsoever get into the drama circle. You can say I'm an observer. I sit up here and I see what's going on down there, and I'll just give my views about it, but you know, I can't really pick a side in this, because it's really just, it's a tug-of-war game. That's all it is. It's a midget trying to pull a semi-truck. You're not going to get that far. It's just how it is. I'm sorry. I really do hope that they can come to an agreement, and we can definitely raise the minimum wage, because we deserve to raise the minimum wage. But how much pulling is it going to take to get these corporate companies to give in? Or are they going to get pissed and cut your throats off like they do with the jobs, and say, hey, you know what, cut the jobs, we don't need them. I'm just saying, you know, that's it. Well, I thank you for listening to me. Give your opinions in the comments. I'd appreciate it. No disrespect to anyone. Thank you for watching. Mike out.